You didn't steal that extra cookie. You were just stress eating. You didn't ghost that person. You were just protecting your energy. You're not procrastinating right now. You're waiting for the right moment. Here's a question nobody wants to answer honestly. How many times today did you lie to yourself? Turns out we all do it constantly. And science says our brains are literally built for it. Researchers call this self-deception, the brain's ability to sincerely believe something false about itself, especially when the truth is uncomfortable. Here's the wild part. We don't just lie to look good to others. We lie to ourselves first, so that our lies to others feel natural, like we actually believe them. A 2019 study at Harvard found that the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for logic and self-awareness, actually suppresses signals from areas that detect inconsistency. In other words, your smart brain actively shuts down the part that would call you out. Psychologists call this motivated reasoning. Your brain starts with the conclusion it wants and then works backwards to build evidence for it. Imagine this. You apply for a job. You don't get it. Now, if the truth is, maybe I wasn't ready, that feels terrible. So your brain does something clever. It tells you, that company had a toxic culture anyway. You dodged a bullet. Did you actually know the culture was toxic? Probably not. But your brain found a reason, quickly and convincingly, to protect your self-image. This is called post hoc rationalization. Fancy words for making up good reasons after the fact. And the scariest part? It doesn't feel like lying. It feels like insight. It feels like finally seeing the truth. That feeling, that rush of I totally get it now, is actually one of the most dangerous sensations the brain produces. So why does the brain do this? Why would evolution build in a system that makes us worse at seeing reality? Because in the ancient world, being confident mattered more than being accurate. A tribe leader who believed in himself, even when wrong, was more persuasive, more decisive, and more likely to survive than one who was paralyzed by self-doubt. Self-deception is an evolutionary shortcut. It kept us moving, it kept us social, it kept us from collapsing under the weight of our own failures. The problem, that same mechanism is now running in a world where accuracy matters more than ever, in careers and relationships and the decisions we make every single day. Here's what the research actually suggests you can do about it. 1. Practice self-distancing. Instead of asking, why did I do that? Ask, why did he do that? Refer to yourself in the third person. It sounds weird, but studies show it dramatically reduces defensive thinking. 2. Actively seek disconfirming evidence. Not what proves me right, but what would prove me wrong. That single question is more powerful than any therapy technique for cutting through motivated reasoning. 3. Build a 10-second pause before justifying a failure. Just sit with it. The urge to rationalize hits fastest in the first few seconds. If you wait it out, you're far more likely to actually learn something. Your brain is extraordinary. It can build galaxies in your imagination, solve problems in your sleep, and protect you from heartbreak with a single story it tells itself. But it can also keep you stuck, comfortable in a version of yourself that isn't quite real. The question isn't whether you lie to yourself. The question is, which lies are you finally ready to stop believing? If this hit different, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And tell me in the comments, what's one story you've been telling yourself that you know isn't fully true? I read every single one.